Well, guys, I can officially say, as long as things keep in the way we're going, there is no such thing as a bear, at least in my eyes. We're going green, baby. We're going green. It's time. It's time. It's a green light kind of day. Let's go at the close. Let's get it started. Let's see what was green today. And I might have to order some Papa John's because, man, 6% day on Papa John's. I'm getting hungry.
All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
Three consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
Well. Looks like, where's Bill to call me a bear today? Of course, I wanted him to tell me this was the day you want to turn, and I could catch it in the chat. And I saw a Twitter comment. They even sent it to me. It looks like, Mitch, you're turning a little bullish on me. Well, this market will do it to you. Let's take a look at that action in the intraday. What did you see, Joel?
Oh, well, it's one of those days where you start out in the green and you stay in the green. Never even had a shot at going red. The Bears, they made a little attempt off the open. They took it to the pre-market low. People were waiting for the close of 73.50. Nope. Stepped up at 40.81. Around noontime, we said, you know what? We're going to make this 4,100 support for good. And then we just been chugging along. I had to find a number for you, and I did. It looks like we're going to be there momentarily. That is your June 9th high, 41, 45, 75. We just hit 2.25. Why not do that and then some? If you want to base your target on the 9-day average trading range, we got room up to 40.61. So there's just a couple levels here heading into the close. But as we talked about on the dailies over the last few shows, I mean, when there's nothing in there, there's nothing in there, and that's what you're finding in here. Trap or no trap, I mean, price don't lie. One of the best weeks in the market, quite some time to see if it can continue. Crude, well, it had everyone thinking about 102, 103, 101.88, and boom, the old $3 pullback. Still up a buck 98 at 98.40. Gold, man, gold is shining. One of its best 3 days since I can remember. Up 940, 17, 78, 70. Silver over $20. Wow, what a move for silver. Up 35.7 cents and 20 and 22 and a half. Bitcoin wants to try and close over 24K, struggling, up $65. Those are the futures at 23,990. And Ethereum, it's just down a couple bucks today, not participating in the rally.
Well, I got to give a shout out to Giles Coughlin. He was on my show earlier in the week, and he talked about if you saw that dollar getting weak, take a look at gold and silver. And he specifically told me that silver would probably have the better run than gold. And look at that little push that you're starting to see. So keep your eyes on the dollar, guys. We'll see if that continues. If that relationship keeps showing on up where you're seeing a weaker dollar and you're seeing gold and silver up. So that's what I'll keep on watch. Of course, he's more of a Forex expert. So who knows? Maybe we get him on here one time or pre-market prep. We'll see what happens.
If he makes that kind of call, I definitely want him on.
Yeah, no, it was a brave call, and it was right onto the key. I was looking at it today. Silver stocks. Look at PAAS. That one, PAAS. Nice day there.
Pan Am silver. Still kind of sleepy though. I mean,
yeah, it's setting up there.
Yeah. Wow, this is a slower mover. Above yesterday's high. I don't know. I would like to participate a little bit more. Pan Am silver. I just like to look at the silver futures and look at that.
Silver futures say it all.
Came down from 20 to 19 like there was nothing there, and then we go back up 19 through 20 like there's nothing there. I mean, there's inflation. That's what gold and silver is supposed to do, but in this fickle market, not everything's been doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, he was looking at even like maybe the pound long and stuff, but we won't get into the particulars of the Forex market. We could take a look at that. Let's go towards what was the strongest sector today, up 3.2% from overall, but I always pay attention to change from the open, and it was energy, baby. Energy leading the way today. Did you see the move on Chevron?
Holy mackerel. Couldn't have been more wrong in this one. Me and Triple D were taking, does it get any better than this? Well, it gets better than this and then some. A gap and go. Here we are, back over half of the move. We'll deal with this bar right here. 167.85. That's your next target on the upside. Why not? That was your June 15th high. And where did we settle that day? 164.26, where the settlement was in that day. We did 64.66, but super strong day. Broke out, good earnings. So much for peak earnings for CVX. That's one of the best days. And you made a good point here. This little head and shoulders bottom. I think maybe Warren was doing some nibbling down there. I guess we'll find out shortly. ExxonMobil just blew the doors off anyone trying to short this thing. Cleared that 50% good for good. You had it at the 93.30 area, opened above it, never came back down to it. Next target on the upside, boom, 98.67. Current high in the session, 97.52.
Yeah, we'll keep on watch what happens in this one. You know, I just have this feeling that we're gonna get right back up to all-time highs, and inflation gets sticky and persistent. I don't want to see it, but we'll see what happens there.
Inflation? What inflation, Mitch? What
inflation station, more like it.
I don't know, man. It's the market. You know, it just doesn't care. This is what it's doing.
I can say that. That's for sure. The market isn't caring.
Don't argue with the market. Don't argue with the market. It's like arguing with your wife. You'll never win.
Yeah. Let's just say you ain't winning it right now, and I don't think you're winning it in the future. Let's see what happens here. Let's take a look at the second sector that was leading us today, which was industrials. And I caught one that it's told me the cat's out the bag, which is, of course, take a look at the cat. Caterpillar coming on up, earnings next week. So let's take a look here.
Cat participating in today. Yeah, the cat on the prowl. Oh, didn't even give you much of a gap, huh? This thing opened up near yesterday's high. Oh, just ticked 7 cents lower than the open, and then whoosh, there you go. Nice move for cat. I don't know. You have a potential psychological 201.25 here, and then a gap fill up to 201, 203.13. So if you're looking for more on that one, big old move ahead of the report. What did you say? When did they report?
The report next week. I got you right now. I'll give you guys that calendar. We just put it out on Benzinga here. I'll show you it right now, guys, so you guys take a little peek at the calendar next week. You can see it here. We got a couple of big ones, that will be coming on in. Caterpillar is actually later in the week. Just catch that one. Let me put this big screen here so I can catch the day here. I have it really small. So Cat is, and I had it on here. Where is it, man? There's so many tickers on this thing. I was running through it earlier this day, and where is it? Where is it? Cat. Guys, point it out. I'm not even finding it now. All right, let me just go to my Benzinga Pro. Make life easy.
We just hit 42.
Yeah,
42.
Tuesday.
A few sellers here in the 42 handle or the 41.40 handle. Still up 64 on the day, so it's going to be a nice. Walmart. Walmart. That's all I have to say. Forget about Walmart. Well, no one cares. Let's just check Walmart, huh? Let's see how Walmart's doing since that gap down day. Ooh, look at that. Did we get back and fill the gap? We did. No one cares. Holy mackerel. Look at that. 4 straight up days and right back to the scene of the crime. Holy mackerel. You settled at 132.02. on Monday. You went to 120.06 on Tuesday. You're back at the scene of the crime. Oh, boy, what an incredible move for Walmart. Target, same kind of thing. They bought the dip in the retailers. Macy's, not as much of a move. Kohl's, I'm sure Kohl's. Look at Kohl's caught a little bit of a bounce too. So, holy mackerel, favorable market helping out Walmart investors for a scratch on the week.
All right, let's go to another stock that reported and woke up a industry here, and definitely got to do a little flex because the steel, baby, steel, U.S. steel was one of my best calls on the day. Was watching this pre-market, looking for a dip below 22s for a recovery, red to green. Looks like that's exactly what we got there, baby.
It was a higher open, a little dip. If you were waiting for the close, you got a big ND, nothing done. Close 2170, low 2187. There was nothing in there. That's why when we looked at this just before I left the show, I'm like, that you like to see the pre-market high at least coincide with something. There was only one pesky high, I believe, in that area. But boom, once it cleared, the pre-market high, good day for X. How's Nucor doing? Nucor is probably having a good day too. And the S&Ps are right back in the 41. Oh, Steel Dynamics is the other one. How's that been trading here? STLD, yeah.
I
US
like that
Steel
bad boy.
leading the way here.
Yeah, and Nucor didn't have a bad day either. That one reported before this, and now it's continued on after the report. So we're going to continue to watch to see what happens in steel stocks. But a bounce back also in the similar sector, right? In basic materials was copper. Copper bounced back strong. FCX having a 6% day. Copper's been really beaten up this year.
Yeah, it has. There you go.
Nice little bounce back.
Yeah, nice rebound. What's going on at 360? I just look at that. Boom, it pops out to me. 360. That was the point where you broke down in early July, and you went down under 320. Now back up to that 360. The copper chart looking pretty good there. And you said FCX. Yeah, I mean, we're not having a recession. We tamed inflation. We're just going to start building stuff. Mitch. I mean, come on. How things change. Few FCX traders here. You're returning to an important level because once you got to 32.30 here on this date, you couldn't hold, went down to KISS 25. Got some room to go here. 31.73 current high of the session. Good volume here. With 14 minutes remaining.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Let's keep it going. Let's look at some of the leadership, right? I think this is really what we need to kind of focus on now, because if we focused on what probably led the rally in this recent push, right? It was the big boys coming in with their earnings, right? So I think let's focus on some of those. Today, Apple having a 3.57% move. Not looking bad. I talked about a close above 159 kept me in the bull game for Apple, and it's looking really nice now. Really good week for Apple.
Yeah, and it was beneficiary. They bought it up on the Amazon earnings. Just the indexing. Boom. The only thing is, you got your best prices as we speak in the pre-market trading. That initial reaction took it up to 164. You have a daily high right in that area too. That daily high, where was that at? That was at 64.08. So, why not? I mean, maybe not today, but Monday. After that, your next daily high comes in at 160. Ooh, nice move after that. 166.48. Amazon having a pretty tame session here as far as I'm concerned. Once again, the best prices to sell, at least for today, was in that pre-market or that after-hours session. Got close to that, filling that gap. So I mentioned 140 this morning. It didn't get there, but it certainly didn't fade. But you fill that gap. That's what happened from the last earnings report. This has to be one of Amazon's best days. I may be going back to maybe some of those earnings reports post-COVID. But big day for Amazon, big day for Apple. I mean, Microsoft, absolute beast here. This thing traded 244 at the print on the morning or the day of the report. Oh boy. Now you're back over to, I don't see anything in here. If you're trading this one, next daily target be 286.35 and then 290. Look at that. You got the 4 highs back from late April, early May in Mr. Softy and the Gookster. Not a great report, but great price action.
This is the one. This is the chart right here that has surprised me this week. If you would have told me leading into the earnings, what chart do you feel will probably fail? At least from the chart, it was the Google chart. And if there's ever been a flip on a chart, I'm going to say it's right here because this was looking ugly. And now it doesn't even look ugly at all. It looks like, okay, well, let me just look for a pullback here. But what do you see on this chart?
120. 120. That was, your high, the split, we got on it, we don't got on it, record date, non-record date. But really, if you look, it's kind of weird because it's had the split, but it still looks like it's closer to the lower the move than like maybe the 50% retracement. But definitely perking up here, different kind of stock. Let's just do for fun. Let's look at the 50% retracement, see where that comes in. Boom. Missed it again. We'll try it again. Got to get that line right on there, and boom. I mean, if you're looking for it to take back half of this move, I mean, you could be looking in the 127 area. That's still 10 points away, but good report. All right, Born to be Free. We got to take care of Born to be Free here because he's asking about SCCO. What is this one? China. Oh, I didn't think you want to ask about China Cord Blood Corp. So, I mean, here's your copper, right? Mitchy Mitch was talking about your copper rally. What's going to take? I mean, Born to be Free, how I liked it. I like these formations. I like to see multiple tops in the same area. You're clearing $50 here on the big range on the day. Let's make 50 the bid. Let's make 50 the low on Monday or 49.80. Potential breakout there for SCCO, and just kind of, I took my eye off the Forge yesterday. Someone selling big at 14 yesterday. They kept the lid on it. Why the heck were they selling at 14 when they could sell at 14.79 today? So, maybe just mopping up a seller there, but definitely Born to be Free. Keep an eye on that one. If it proves it could hold that $50, looks like you got some upside there.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Definitely has some resistance coming into play. We'll see if it can continue to move and keep moving forward. Now, what was weak today? It was actually healthcare. And so what was weak there? You got some drug manufacturers turning around. I thought that maybe Pfizer's earnings were going to get it going, and it was looking better, but it just flipped right back down. It's coming a little bit better now into kind of the close here, but really leaked right out the gates.
Held 49. So you see that was your low in June. You hit that on Thursday. Couldn't get there on Friday. Kind of in the middle, 2-day range, 52. Let it battle it out between 49 and 52. What was that stock that had the patent troubles yesterday?
Was it AbbVie? Or
Bausch & Lomb? It's not. I don't even know what it's called now. Bausch? What's the symbol on that one? It got halted yesterday because of a patent thing.
Oh, that. I did see question. Well, the chat will get that.
BOC maybe. Come on, chat, help me out. Nope, that's Boston Omaha Court. Oh, that looks good. Trying to clear a double. BHC. Thank you, Easy Mike. So BHC.
Health companies.
Oh boy!
Oh man, that's a sad story. Let's just say that.
Look at that. It was just.
I mean, but it hasn't only happened once. I mean, look at that daily. It's been a sad story for a while.
Help me out. I should know this. What did that? It used to be something else. Wasn't Ackman in this one? I'll have to do it was another stock. I don't know. I can't think of it, but that I tell you, after losing 50% yesterday, that's not the kind of rebound that you want to see there. Holy
Oof.
mackerel. Still down
This-
on the day, 49 cents. Bausch Health Companies not looking very healthy.
I was wondering why the drug manufacturers were also down about 1.16%. Well, you got your answer right there. So we'll see what happens with this one.
Leaking.
No, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. The
I
Bulls don't want
can't.
to hear that.
We got up, what I said, 45.75, and then, it gets within 2 points, of it. Guess I can cancel that order. That was also on your pivot point formula there. But come on, man, look at the rally we had. You gotta take some profit sometimes, especially on a Friday with Pelosi maybe flying over Taiwan. I mean, I don't know. If I was there, I'd say I'll bypass Taiwan, but we'll see what happens on that. Oh, Peloton up! Holy mackerel! No one's been picking on me about that. It's up 2%. So what's it up? A dime? Yeah. Oh, 2 dimes. Whoo! Big move for Peloton there. What else do you want to? Oh, you want to look at our disasters of the day?
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go do it. Let's turn the TV off on Roku.
Yeah, Dennis called it the TiVo.
The
This one,
TiVo.
yeah, this one, it got support ahead of the I mean, they just whacked this thing, right? 60.58. I mean, what are you doing? Opened up, got to 62, kind of the parameters that we talked about on the show. When you see that big of a drop in something, and over here is the pre-market trading. This is where people, just short-term traders, just I'm picking up a boatload at 62.50. And if this thing gets anywhere near 67, I'm letting it out. They don't care about all these people, and they don't care about all these people here. They only care I'm making a quick buck, and that's what they did. And hey, what it does tomorrow, whatever it does. But that bounced in my smelly intelly. That bounced too. Didn't get to the pre-market low. INTC, I believe that was very close to 35. And let's look at the pre-market action. You can sniff out those buyers. Here they were, just above 35. Regular session, you couldn't even do better than 35.24. Big gap to fill. I'm not chasing this one up or down. I got enough of it. We're 10 points, 10 handles off the high, 41.44. Little profit taken here, folks. Be careful. Be careful here. We're entering the final 4 minutes of the day, of the week, and a month. What a month.
Yeah, well, we got at least through the majority of the earnings. One of the ones that I was watching early in the week was to see if it was going to end the week red, was Tesla. And you can tell from that weekly candle, no. It's not turning any bit red. 2 really strong weeks, the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, offer. I mean, all Bus needs to do is just not say anything, and this thing goes up.
Just hide. Just go
Yep.
into hiding. Pull a
Yep.
Jack Ma.
Yeah. 850. That was your sticking point back in May. Got near 850. I believe that was last week, and then woke up yesterday. Now a big move. You got to be thinking about 900 as just a minor resistance number. But look at 950, right? Look at that. Pair of highs at 950. So big day for Tesla. I will say you are losing some mo here in the S&P. So if you're trading those top components here, just keep an eye on it. I don't think that did you see the imbalances? They've been so meaningless lately.
Yeah, I'll take a quick look here, see what I see. I got 4.2 billion on the buy side.
Yeah, they're going bam, 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 bam. They're saying, I'll sell that. So you had to dip. We'll see if there's still those balances were squared off here. Trying to close in the 41.30 handle, currently at 31.25.
Something that we'll have to keep watch, of course, is what comes into next week. We'll see if Tesla mentions anything about the stock split on their earnings. There's supposed to be a meeting on the 3rd, so keep that one on your radar. and also more and more mentions of EV credits being mentioned out there. That's a big reason why you might have seen Ford really start taking off. Really strong day. Ford,
Yeah,
baby.
good day after earnings. Should have not have taken my eye off this one. Pre-market prep stock of the day yesterday. There was just a big seller there at 14, and we mentioned this before. It just made quick work of that. Strong market probably helped it out today, but nice move in Fords. Can't really say found off road daily, but there you go. There's another saying, but I can't say that on the airways without getting in trouble. All right, what do we got, Mitch?
All
We
right,
got
2 minutes.
a little over 2 minutes. I got to adjust my clock on here. What else? Do we want to take a couple from the chat here? AMD. I was wrong. They didn't have earnings, but is this participating
Next week after close Tuesday.
Good day. Filled the gap. If you're a gap trader, you got what you wanted here. Gap down day.
Yeah.
Boom. 94 and a quarter. What did you get to? You've exceeded that. Let's work into this. Things are wide open between 95 and 100. So be careful with AMD.
This is one of those charts that makes me start feeling that FOMO-ish feeling, right, on AMD. You get that feeling like, man, did I miss out on those 70s? And I think that's a lot of what was battling on today. I think the bulls definitely started putting the bears and putting the pressure on them. You probably saw some people starting to cover and worry. And the question is, what will happen next week? Will we get a knockdown on Monday? That's really the day that I'm going to be watching. Because I feel like if we can get through, let's say, up there towards the 418s, 420s, the bulls are going to be all out there, baby. They're going to be singing and dancing in the streets. So Monday is going to be a day to watch. What are some of your levels that you're going to be watching for next week, Joel?
It's always, when you get the Friday high, the Friday high, the high for the week, the high for the month, that's your good level. So that Buffett's right up there with your June 9th high.
Monthly candles coming.
Yeah. Get to look at the monthlies. Boom, boom, boom. And the close today, wherever that may be, there's your two good levels. So you're setting up, your support. I mean, you're quite a ways now off Friday's low. So I don't know if it's earning. I mean, it's gonna to shake this rally. It's gonna need like some kind of bad macro news, and no one wants any of that. So everyone, I hope you had a good week. I hope we helped you out. Is Tim back on Monday? Do we know?
I'm not sure. The Alps are more fun than we are, I've heard, but that's the only thing that I've heard about the Alps. But Joel, just to kind of comment, I did see Kaylee wanted to talk about PG. That one just continued down, so that shows me more and more what kind of we mentioned in the morning, that maybe values falling off and growth is taking lead here. Kraft Heinz also kind of continuing on that trend. We'll see what happens on those, but just wanted to kind of state that because you did ask that a little while ago. We kind of missed your question there.
That CEO comment got it going to the downside. Man, it's just scary here. Like, what do you get? I mean, if you're stepping out here, what are you leaning on? Right? You're leaning on this low here at 135.67. Best case scenario for you, your PG, if you're trying to lock, it's like, hey, let's make a couple lows in this area, find some support, and then turn up, because it ain't going right back up $9 tomorrow. Maybe we'll pull a Walmart. Okay. All right, Mitch.
I'm out of here. Joel's out of here. Have a great weekend. Pencils down. Enjoy your weekend. And don't forget to check out those monthly candles that will be changing on over next week. Have a great one, Joel. Thank you for joining me all week. All right, that's going to do it for us. Guys, keep it going no matter what on right here, Benzinga. We're going to keep battling next week. We'll see what happens with these earnings and the market. Do we keep it going? That's what we want to go ahead and watch. Like always, I hope you guys enjoyed all the content that we did. And if you guys have any feedback, you want to see something more, maybe there's some coverage that we're not covering that you guys want to see right here on Benzinga, definitely reach out to us. And I saw Muhammad ask earlier about the earnings calendar. We'll make sure to have it pinned up on Benzinga's Twitter. If you don't have us, remember, just at Benzinga, check us out on Twitter. You guys can get that earnings calendar and keep up with all the earnings action. See you guys next time. Smash it up.